All right, y'all. Blessings in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. I do pray that all of you are well on this beautiful day. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. The grass is crowing. The roosters are shining. There's a lot of good things happening, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get the likes up on here, guys. I would love to do a Bitcoin giveaway. If we can get up to 500 likes, as usual. By the time this show is over, who knows? Bitcoin might be worth nothing. What I want to do in today's stream, guys, is I want to go over TA for Bitcoin. I want to talk about my plan. And also, I want to talk about my trades, right? Antoine, the patio is good. The patio is good. Shout out to Pinchas. Pinchas, who is Jewish. That's cool. That's cool. And depending on who you ask, I may or may not be as well. Shout out to Leroy Tan in the chat. Moose Farm. Yeah, we will be live soon, guys. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish and Bob McLaurin and Hui N, who says 27 to 24K incoming. Yeah, we'll talk about that. And Steve Watson. How could I not shout out Steve Watson? All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's get into this because I don't have much time today. I do not have much time today. But yeah, so as you guys can see, Bitcoin has lost 30K. We had that very important support. If I go ahead and just turn on that level that I had on the chart. You know what's really interesting, guys? You know what's super interesting? Yesterday, I was on CryptoFace's live stream, and I had my first run-in ever with PencilNext. I never understood what CryptoFace was talking about before. Like, I kind of understood, you know, people who would say, hey, why are you shorting support? Or, hey, why are you longing into resistance? I never actually had that happen to me before until yesterday when I went on CryptoFace's stream and I told everybody I'm looking for a long. As we're coming down to this daily level here, I said I'm looking for a long. And, you know, people were not very nice about it. And, you know, I even did post a video about this yesterday where, let me see if I can find it here. I posted a video about it yesterday where, you know, well, this is not the video. This is absolutely not the video. This is it, where I talk about how I did long Bitcoin. And even still, people are like, people are hating on me, right? How's that going for you now, you melt? And when I read this comment, it made me think of a tuna melt, which made me pretty hungry. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I just want to highlight the fact that if you have a plan, if you have a trading plan, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. You know, just because somebody's short doesn't mean you should short. Just because people think you're crazy for going into a trade doesn't mean you shouldn't take that trade. You know, this was a setup that I had been waiting for quite some time. I've been literally for over a week waiting for that setup to happen. Yesterday, I saw the potential that we could get that entry. And so I was waiting for it. And when we got that trade set up, we got that nice bounce out of there. And then, you know, I took some profits. We didn't hit take profit one, but it was still a really nice scalp move, right? We came up, you know, about $700, give or take. It was a really nice scalp move right there. And so, you know, I exited that trade with more money in my account than when I had originally started. And so, you know, it's a good time. It's a good time. And, you know, lately, the trades have been pretty nice, right? The longs and the shorts have been pretty nice. So, you know, long right down here, short right up here, long right down here, you know, potentially shorting right here. I currently did not short that. But even still, shorting up here, shorting up here, longing down here, shorting right here, longing down here. You know, these are all trades that I took, and even though, you know, this whole time we've been in a downtrend, it's like, why not capitalize on the smaller moves? Like, why only short up here down to here if you can short up here, which I actually did. I shorted up here as well, somewhere in here. You know, there's a lot of different trades that you can make. And yeah, like this one here, when we got from about 31.8, right? We got a bearish divergence on the 6-minute coming into the golden pocket. That's a great short entry. Boom, get a little trade win right there. You know, we come down to the $30,000 level, take a long, come back up to 31. I mean, when we were up there at 31, we were getting, you know, I didn't short right at 31, but we got some pretty serious bearish divergences here. As we're coming into a fib level and the VWAP. And you know, that again, that was a nice move. That short from right there is you know, up quite some money right there. So my whole point is this, guys, don't let people sway you. If you have a plan based on your own technical analysis, stick to your plan and follow through with it. And if you're using good risk management, you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose. There's a reason that you had a potential trade setup in a certain area, right? If you're doing your TA and you come across a certain place where you're like, you know what? If price comes to that area and I see my confirmations on Market Cipher, I'm going to go for it. And it's like, if you've already done your TA and you're getting the signals on Market Cipher, if you lose the trade, so what? Because you're using good risk management, right? You're not putting 100% of your account onto the trade, and you are risking, you know, 1% of your account or even less or more, depending on the trade setup. And you know, hey, I could lose this trade. I could even lose the next trade. But eventually I'm going to get a really good one. Like, you know, for example, like this short here, the one I took yesterday night, this would have made up for maybe like 3 or 4 losses, right? Especially if I'm only risking 1% of my account. It would have made up for 3 or 4 losses. So that's the mentality that I think is beneficial for people, because a lot of times it's hard to trade when other people are when there's a lot of noise in the background. Even for me, like, you know, I was looking for a long here, and it was, when other people are telling me don't do it, it really makes you second guess your analysis, right? It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. You know, we're only human, right? We have emotions. Let me pop into the chat real quick here. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Have I closed the long? Yes, I closed the long, guys. So the long trade. This was the long trade from yesterday. I was waiting for it, like I just said, if anyone wasn't here. When the entry happened, I took it, and we got a nice bounce. And, you know, I posted in the Discord, I'm taking profit out right here. I took profit out right here. I ended that trade, like I said, it was a 25% gain. Of course, I didn't get the whole 25% because I did lock in a little bit of profit right away to make sure I'm not in a loss. But even still, I exited the trade with more money than when I entered the trade. So, guys, if we can get this video up to 500 likes, I will be giving away 0.025 BTC. And Satoshi Nakamoto, no, my long is not open. Well, yes, I have one long open right now, guys. So the current long that I'm in right now is this long. This morning, I was in the chat, in the Discord, you know, I longed at 6:21 a.m. And my first take profit was 29,700, and we did hit that. We hit that, and I still have it open right now. I'm not really sure if we are going to, what's going to happen at this level. Let me talk about it real quick. So, you know, last night what happened? We rejected off the VWAP and the 382 fib level. We come down, and right now, as you guys can see, we're actually at a resistance. We're at a fib resistance. We've been unable to come above this. Every time we try, we wick up, wick up, wick up. Unsuccessful. Not only is it a fib resistance, but also it is a level. Let me see. Boom. Yeah, it's also a level. The first dump from our all-time high we can see that we wick down directly to this white line. And so this white line is a very important area because it really is acting now as the floor of this range, right? Because this white line, when we first got our dump, established the low of the range, and then when we got our bounce back up to here to 42.4, this established the high of the range that we were then trading in. And so the fact that it's currently acting as a resistance is, in my mind, a bearish sign. The fact that we're finding resistance at that level. The only thing that makes me slightly, the reason why I'm still staying in the long right now is because of the fact that we are, we do see the bullish divergence on like the 50-minute time frame and stuff like this. So right now, this level, in my mind, is the line of delineation. Actually, did we just put in a bearish divergence? Yeah, we're putting in bearish divergences here, guys, on the 3-minute. So we might come up a little bit more, but the way things are looking now on the 3-minute, as long as we don't break above this trend line on Market Cipher B, it looks like we'll come down. Because if we put in a higher high and we're still putting in lower highs on Market Cipher B, that means we're likely to come down. And if we put in a lower high on the price and a lower high on Market Cipher B, it also means we're coming down. But like I was saying, the best bearish divergences. So if you see that we're coming up to a resistance, for example, like right here, or even better, last night, coming up to this resistance right here, you will notice that you will see the bearish divergences starting to print very early on like the 1-minute and the 3-minute time frame. But the drop might not happen until you start to see those divergences on higher time frames. So for example, we were getting bearish divergences as we're coming up here, okay? But we don't start seeing bearish divergences on the 12-minute. Like we were getting them here on like the 1-minute and the 3-minute. But we didn't start getting them on the 12-minute and the 10-minute until, we start getting into this area. So really, in my mind, for the best, if you can't tell if we're about to reject or if we're going to get one last pump, it's best to wait until you see a divergence on maybe the 10-minute or the 12-minute before entering. Because right now, if we take a look at the 12-minute, we don't see the bearish divergence. If we take a look at the 9-minute, we do see very slight bearish. Yeah, we see the bearish divergences on the 9-minute. So if I had to guess, I would guess that we are going to reject off of this level, and that this is probably some kind of a bear flag here, because we see that we are trading like this, right? We've got that going on there. Something maybe like this, depending on how you want to draw that, after an impulsive move to the downside. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Of course, we absolutely could pump above this. We do have the bearish divergences forming on, we have the bullish divergences on the higher time frames. So if you have bullish divergences on higher time frames and bearish divergences on lower time frames, that's where you kind of have to sit back and just watch and wait, because what's either going to happen is the bearish divergences will keep moving from like the 3-minute to the 6 to the 9 to the 12 to the 18 to the 24 to the 30, or the bullish divergences will play out on the higher time frame. So right now, as price is coming above this resistance, we need to watch what's going to happen. This is the 6-minute time frame. Are we actually going to put in a higher high and a lower high in the 6-minute? In that case, we can know, all right, this is where we are losing, most likely losing this resistance. So right now, because we are under 30K, there's a few things that I think we can expect. It's very likely that we are going to come down even more from here. And so my plan for right now is really to look for lower support levels to find long trades. I'm already short, and so I'm going to hold the shorts for as long as I can. I've already locked in profit. Now I'm exclusively looking for long trades. And I want to talk about an area that I think potentially could give us a nice long entry if we get down to there. If we dump down to there, a place that could give us a really nice long entry. Now, a lot of times you know, well, there's two areas I'll talk about. There's two areas. A lot of times, you guys know, when we are dumping, we will get some kind of a bounce. Getting a trade alert here. Let me mute this. A lot of times when we're dumping, we get bounces off of areas that we previously dumped down to before. A good example of that is this long right here. This bounce that we got on June 22nd. You know, look at where we bounced from. If I draw a horizontal line right here, we came down right to this wick, right to the wick that we dropped down to in January, and we got a nice bounce right from that same area. So what I like to do is I like to go back and I like to look at previous wicks that we came down to and say, okay, where might I be able to expect some kind of a bounce? And one that really sticks out to me, and the next wick we have, the only wick we really have as a low before we come back down to like 23K, is right here at about 27.7. About 27.7. And so it wouldn't surprise me if we do dump down to that 27.7 level and get a nice bounce off of it. In fact, now I'm not saying this is going to happen today. In fact, I have lots of support levels that I posted in my Discord for those of us who are in the VIP Discord and stuff. But this is a specific area that I am looking for a potential bounce from. You know, in the future, if we come down here, I'm definitely going to be looking for bullish divergences on Market Cipher as we come down to this level. By the way, if anybody's interested in getting into the Discord, you can do that by going to patreon.com/Jason Casper. I can dump a link in there. And also, guys, if you want to learn how to do this technical analysis, how to use Fibonacci, how to find those good entries with Market Cipher so that you can, capitalize on these moves that happen, and you don't feel like you're in a constantly uphill battle, right? Check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course, especially if you're newer or struggling, will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become confident and profitable, because not only do we go through all the TA and show you how to mark your levels and stuff and use Fibonacci and moving averages and volume, but we also, go over Market Cipher, how to use it to find those good entries at a level, how to create your own strategy, but also risk management. Risk management is extremely important, an extremely important part of trading, because especially if you're newer, what it will do is it will allow you to, even if you're not the best trader, even if you're losing, let's say, more trades than you're winning, you could still be profitable because you have your risk management in check. I'd say risk management is probably the second most important part of trading. The first important part, I would say, is doing your technical analysis and being able to identify areas where price is likely to move. And then the second most important thing is your risk management. Because if you are, let's say that you take 3 trades, right? And you get stopped out of 2 of them, and you're only risking 1% of your total trading account. Then you've only lost 2% of your whole account. But then you have another trade and you have a good entry. You're risking 1%, but your risk to reward ratio is where you're risking 1% to potentially get, 8%. Well, then your net profit is 6% in the green, even though you only won 1 out of 3 trades. So that's important. And there's a discount for the course in the description. Let me drop that in here too. 15% off chickens drinking water. Also, there is a Market Cipher discount in there. Shout out to Crypto Pumpit, who has the course. Says it's great, going by it. He was losing all the time until he did the course. He's only through part of it. What up, Liquid Metal? What's up, Tommy Lou? The 4-hour green dot looks like the momentum and money flow is pulling down. Shout out to Nick Ramesh, asking where Crypto Yacht's at. Yeah. Look for the chickens drinking the water, guys. Look for the chickens drinking the water. Wow, now we're getting a 24-minute red dot here. So my long trade that I'm currently in, I have my stop loss somewhere. I'm probably stopped out already. I'm not sure. Let me check. No, I'm actually still in it. I am still in the green too. Oh, just got stopped out. Okay. Yeah, just got stopped out there. In profit, and that's the thing, guys. And I'm still in my short. You know, yeah. So this long trade, look, I took partial profits at 20% in the game. Now I got stopped out in profit, and I'm still in the short from last night, and that thing is still currently 104% in profit. And again, if you're following good risk management, if you're taking profits, locking it in, you are going to be successful over time. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Of course, this is not financial advice. Everybody knows. If you think this is financial advice, not only will you lose everything, well, I can't think of anything worse than that. You guys know the drill. So let's take a quick look at Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, oh man. Ethereum also coming up to some resistance. The next important support for Ethereum is 1688, guys. This is a weekly level. 1688 is an important support for Ethereum. So you guys know I'm going to be keeping my eyes on 1688 down here because I think we can get a nice reaction off of there, especially if we get one major dump and do something like that. That would be nice, guys. That would be super nice. Just wanted to come in and make a quick little update. Basically, long story short, if we're dumping, look for longs on supports. And if we're getting a retracement, look for shorts on resistance. Look for shorts on resistance. Like right here, we're coming up, we're at a resistance. Look for a short, right? We just put in a bearish divergence. Momentum's coming down. Money flow crossing under. That's, yeah, look at that. Look for the shorts at resistances. So in the downtrend, guys, too, going back to my Market Cipher roots here, the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy works very well in a downtrend. So if we're in a strong downtrend and you're getting a red dot on the 4-hour time frame. In fact, here, let's real quick, let's just exemplify the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy here, where if I put on my 24-minute chart here and we just take a look at the last time we printed a red dot on the 4-hour, which was right here, then the next red dot that we print on the 24-minute being right here, we actually get into the short right before that massive dump. As soon as we enter short, boom, we slide right down. And also but you have to be in a strong downtrend, but we can look and see, I would preferably like to see the red dot. You want the red dot to be as high as possible, right, guys? If you're in a downtrend, a red dot above the zero line is obviously going to be the most powerful. Let's take a look. We had this red dot here. We had this red dot right here. Wow, look at this entry right here. We got our red dot on the 4-hour time frame, and as soon as we get the money flow crossover right here, the first candle that we get the money flow crossover, a vertical line, it keeps us from entering until we It keeps us from entering until we have this little pump, and then shoom, we come right down. So if you're newer to trading as well, and you're struggling to mark out your levels and have a more free flow form of trading, if we're in a strong downtrend, the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy works very well. And if you're unfamiliar with that, check out my YouTube channel. Go to my channel, go to playlists, and check out Market Cipher tutorials. And in here, the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy, this is basically teaching you how to do it in a bull market. Just flip your computer screen upside down, guys, and it works the same in the bear market. Or if you're the type of person that is petrified, absolutely petrified of shorting Bitcoin, because you have this weird thing, right? You have this weird thing where you just can't short, right? You feel weird doing it. I've talked to so many people who are like, I just can't get into shorting. I'm like, why? Well, you know what you do? Right click over here, click on inverted scale, boom. Then come over to Market Cipher, click inverted scale, boom. Okay. Now what you got to do, right, is, man, look at this awesome uptrend that we're in. Now, doesn't this feel great now? Now you can short by longing, okay? And then you just come over to Market Cipher and make your blues purple and your purples blue, and you're good to go. You're good to go. Look at this. Putting in a lower high right here. A lower high. Does that mean we're going to come down? Does that mean we're coming down a little bit? Put in a high here. Put in a lower high. Maybe we're going to come down, right? Looks like, we've got a little thing here, but I don't know. Money flow is curving up. Money flow is curving up, guys. But the VWAP's coming down a little bit. Looks like we might come down from here. Looks like we might come down from here. Sometimes just flipping things upside down can give you a better perspective, a different perspective, especially if you have a bias toward which way you would want price to go. But, looks like we did, obviously we broke out of this, interesting, we had this rising wedge that we broke out of. So maybe this is a fake out, guys. This could very well be a fake out, and then we just come right back through and dump all the way back down to 40K. That would be cool. Anyway, guys, enough of this, because now I'm just waxing poetic here. Waxing poetic, and yeah. If anybody is, if you're in the VIP Discord, I am going to be doing, in half an hour, I'm going to be doing a VIP TA video where I will be going through very specific details of my trading plan and my levels. I'm going to have to head out of this stream, guys, but I appreciate everybody for being here. May the Lord bless all of you in the name of Jesus the Messiah. Man, we didn't get up to 500 likes, guys, but we were super close. Shout out to Memory Man, my brother. Thanks for being here. Memory Man's pretty cool. And yes, we will one of these days, guys, we're going to get 500 likes during the stream so I can do the Bitcoin giveaway. But receive this blessing, everybody. In the Hebrew language, receive this blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which means in English, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord protect you and guard you, may the Lord cause his face to shine his light upon you, and may he have grace upon you, and may the Lord lift his face up upon you and give you wholeness and completeness, in the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. I do pray that all of you guys are blessed. And Lord willing, we'll see you in a stream very soon. All right, peace. Memory Man says there's something wrong with the 15% discount. I'll have to check into that, but try to type it out and not copy and paste it. But I'll check into that.